Hello? Hello? Oh my god, it's a Monday? Monday. Monday. Yeah, it's a Monday. Oh man, I'm second guessing myself. What a week. And what a week is about to be, that's for sure. Gonna come back a millionaire from Vegas. 100%. Monday after vacation for you, it's so Jover. It's never been more Jover. Alright. Get going. Alright, so I think the thingy should have finished. Never grabbed it. I did start it before I got off. Yeah, there it is. Funny optical mainframe. It's going to require quite a bit of work. We're out of radon plasma. Oh no. And like, completely out. Hmm. Okay, we just don't have molten iridium. Hmm. Hello, hello? Gaming? A little bit? Your Honor, we have no radon plasma. Yeah, I turned off the shaders. Turn them back on. The Fever has grabbed you again, so you updated your server and jump back in. Oh boy, you're in for a world of surprise. I don't know how far you've updated though. Like depending on how far you haven't updated, you know, there might be a lot of quality of life things that you haven't seen. You get Waffle to the server? Was he a chicken? No, he's I tried to get him to join, but we ended up playing CS2 on Saturday. I tried to get him to join, but I don't think it's happening, boss. No matter how many times I'll ask, I don't think it's happening. Only in LV? Ah, 3.4. That's quite a jump, I'd say. But yeah, DK Jensen, welcome back. 8 months, gamer, gaming. Hello, hello. Shaders are done. FPS down the drain. Yeah, there's no... No, we're okay, we're still genning power, at least. But yeah. Radon Plasma is not making... It just wasn't on. Why did this turn off? Like, we use Radon Plasma in so many things. At least... currently. Well, at least this is running. 12 amps of UV. So yeah, chat, I think today we'll finish up this quest. Should be pretty easy. Right. We'll just like request all of these. Most of them. Yeah, I think the plan is today, get another one of these setups going over to the left. Could just squeeze it in here, but that'd be lazy of me. And then do it for the fluid solidifier, for the ingots, plates, and rounds. I have to modify the design a little bit. Then another problem is I need more power going into these things. Right now, all this is UV. Not good. So I think I'll have to copy this. Bless this alloy smelter. Rip. So yeah, I need to modify the recipe that we make things with. I think it's over here. Yeah, this makes one PAL, don't need that. That transformer. Casting table, yes, I need to redo this. Instead of using target hatches. I think we need to use UHV or UEV. Could be better just to do UHV for now. Yeah, because we used to use target hatches for this, which is just a quarter. It's one UHV, I think. Funny. UHV energy, this will be 8 of them. And 2 per machine, be UEV. Hopefully. Right, we get the casting table. And realistically, we do want 10 of these. So let's see how bad it is. It's surprisingly not bad. Only 1,000,000 bytes. Let's start it. Okay, gotta do it this way. Yeah, I got a sody pop a little bit. A small one. Oh yeah, I forgot to up all of these recipes. Yeah, because some of these are just going to be outright slow. That and all of these circuit boards are circuits that we never really increased the power to. We only did crystal ones. Slightly tragic, but it is what it is. So that's going to slowly make. And what was made from the UEV line? That and a motor. Okay, and a conveyor module. Now, what does it want for the piston? missing gears.
Yo.
Yo, Obi, welcome back 7 months. Yo, gaming. About the Prime. Yeah, that Prime sub that goes. I don't even know when I get mine. Yeah, because I usually just throw my Prime at Waffle and just call it a day. Like, watch nobody else. Like, all the streamers that I used to watch, like, no. They just play WoW now, and it's like, wow, this is boring. At least for me, right? I know, I never got into MOBAs. That's just me. Oh yeah, what does this extruder need? UV. I hope it's UV. God. Might need to make an extruder thing too. Alright, funny piston. Next. Start. Am I watching Diddy? I have surprisingly subbed to Diddy, yes. At least that much. Saw it come in today. It was like, oh, you've paid $5 and like 29 cents because of tax to Diddy. Or the subscription. Like, oh, that happened. Alright, wait, this is making that. And how bad will the robot arm be? We'll see. Oh, this is making other stuff. Never mind. Right, piston. And a robot arm. Start that. Oh yeah, here's our Radox, Radon. Yeah, there it is. Plasma is going up slowly. Better be. Right. Stage is it's making all the cells, make silicon bars. That one solidifier just doing its job. I think it's even somewhere. Yeah, here it is. I just play it one. Yeah, hopefully we'll get this done pretty quick. This is still pretty slow. I mean, I did shove in all the recipes to like just a few of them to this. Right. Either way, like we could realistically fit it down the middle here. Might be the easier play. I don't want to extend this tunnel. I don't even know how far it goes. It goes okay. It's a little further than I expected. But regardless. If we just make sure nothing the transformers are gonna get moved by this. All that. There you go. Easy space. Yeah, slightly larger area to work with. I did it this scuffed way, didn't I? Yeah, I think I could easily just fit another setup here. I don't know how many blocks are in between, so I'm just gonna do this. You never do it the scuffed way? I did when we first started the parallel pass here, the scuffed setup is right here. Like it is just bad. Alright, so there's 30 blocks. I'll probably just copy that entire setup. Well, I'd say this one. Yeah, or this one, and just remove those transformers. So yeah, we'll just have this be the middle. Close enough. Actually, because that's one block off from that. That's the middle? Maybe. Tear it all down and redo? No. Dude, that's too much. Too much effort. It'll be bad enough, we'll have to upgrade the system later on once we get even more power. You know, just shoving in more power. Or, we'll just go wireless at that point. I don't know how feasible it is to do that. Made one of these setups at least. Need a recipe for this? Ah. Okay, those are fine. But yeah, all of that autoclave should be fine. We're gonna need to replace all these powers. And a fluid solidifier, no mold. Yeah, we're going to do three lanes at least. We're going to be solidifying a few things, give or take. Just to solidify just fluids, we'll have to keep the mold in each of the machines, so they'll just be stuck to that one thing. It's tragic. How's our endgame doing? A modest amount. Not too much though, because I think it's relatively slow at the building here. Yeah, this poor thing. It is like doing 4 recipes at a time, but it struggles. I don't know if this ate all of the power or there's no power going in. The cable's there. I guess it's fine. Starting a Factorio C block, wish you luck. I hope you have whatever the tick accelerator is, because I'm pretty sure you need that to do anything in that. Because some stuff just takes ages. Or so I've heard. Might have a little time skip as a treat, you know, just a humble, modest amount. Can't be too much. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to request 5 more of these casting tables, aren't I? And these cables might get stuck. God, my favorite. Yeah, because it shoves 2 recipes in here, and then it just fails miserably. How does it even manage to get 2 recipes into one? These are both 0. Alright, let's try to fix this craft, I guess. Could fix it. That's crazy, see? I'm telling you, it's crazy. Tomorrow's the dawn of the final day. Or tragedy, pretty much. Final day of peace? Nah, it won't be that bad, come on. Final day of owning money. Or final day of being, you know, not a millionaire. Hate to work. This can't do that. Tragic. World War III will break out? Yeah, another variant of COVID is gonna hit. It's gonna be even worse this time. Didn't it, like, the first COVID happen when y'all were at Vegas the first time? Like, and there's more of us now, right? So it's just gonna be like an even worse event that's gonna break out. Waffle leaves his home, world crumbles. Yeah, it's like an SCP. Just keep him contained inside his own house. You know, just ensure that that doesn't happen. You'll be fine. I'm telling you. Yeah, and before like some nuke gets dropped somewhere or a dirty bomb happens. Which at this point, who knows? I'm pretty sure the US has lost a few nukes here and there. In like, one in like, where did the US lose nukes? One is in the Mediterranean Sea, 2 are in the Pacific Ocean, 2 in the Atlantic, and 1 is in eastern North Carolina. And they just can't get them. Yeah. The United States Air Force lost a 7,600-pound Mark 15 nuclear bomb in the waters of Tybee Island near Savannah, Georgia. Fun. And I'm pretty sure there's other places that aren't public. But yeah. There's a few nukes just kind of somewhere. Your beach. Uh-oh. I mean, it's probably degraded enough that it doesn't matter, but still. Oh, next one's gonna be in Nevada, Las Vegas. Yeah, they're gonna put it in the Dome. That's where they're gonna do it. Oh yeah, we get to see the Dome in Las Vegas, or at least drive past it. That's gonna be something. I can't wait just for the uwo emoji to be on it. Yeah, I can't wait just for this to be on the Dome. I can already imagine it. Alright, did we ever scan this robot arm thing? I don't think we did. I used to lose a nuke at a beach like it's a piece of jewelry. Was it from a mid-air collision? I don't know. Yeah, broken arrows, nuclear weapon accidents, blah. There's a few broken arrows that are like... Yeesh. Yeah, since 1950 there have been 32 nuclear weapon accidents, known as broken arrows. Oh boy. What's the most recent one? 2000s. Oh boy. I mean, it's just a nuclear sub, though. I mean, I'm looking at the USA's ones. Oh, so where's the one with the... where, like, 3 failsafes failed out of, like, 5? Or was it 4? Got it. Do you get a reward if you find a nuke? Yeah, it's gonna be like Fallout, where you try to, like, fiddle around with a nuke and it just detonates in your face. I don't know. Can't find much. What do you do if you find a nuclear bomb? I mean, they'll probably just tell you, oh, just call, you know, some fancy number. No, definitely don't approach it. I mean, if you can already see the nuke, you're already too close. I don't think it'll make sense even if you run. Now your thumb covers the nuke means you're that's the mushroom cloud, not the actual nuke. But you got the spirit though. Clueless. Alright, well, we're going to be waiting on that for a bit. Are we missing feet? Is there a sensor? Sensor. Hello, hello. Welcome. Surely nukes don't just go off. They probably need a button. There's like several safeties on it, yeah. At least you'd expect it to have several safeties. Each redstone signal. Where is that? I saw a meme with that in a Minecraft. Hold on. It was like they were mining in a cave. They hear a creeper start hissing. They turn around, place down a nuclear bomb, assemble it, and then put down a redstone torch, and it just blows up. Like, yeah, definitely need that redstone signal. How's this, oh yeah, this failed. Yeah, we'll let it make everything else, though. Alright, let's see. We could do this for the funny memes. Get an extruder and shove that on it. I could. It's just... How many seconds? It's a ULV. It'll be a lot faster at UHV, but yeah. Be a funny meme though if we used all of our power to just make that. A few blocks of neutronium. Make the block? No. Too easy. Compressor. The 128. Easier to add tiered nukes, but when you accidentally provide HV power to MV Hatch, it blows up with passion. There is a nuke. Like, you can generate power with nukes. We just never did that. Like, you have a lot of options. You know, fusion, eventually. Which were pretty much... We used to do fusion power for, you know, actual power. But yeah. This is the entire, like, quest line. You want to do nukes. Or nuclear reactors for power. Which in the first season we did do them for a little bit. We got like EV power going on it. And it was pretty free, because I was just making like uranium with it. But other than that, like, pretty useless now. If you provide an MV nuke with HP power, it'll make a sad trombone noise and disappear. Yeah, it'll just slowly implode. I can't imagine how big of an explosion. Like, Transformers right now are like the biggest explosions we can do right now. I just can't imagine everything else. Two minutes UHV, and we're going to upgrade everything. Wait, how's the spine looking? I know we're supposed to be upgrading that eventually. Yeah, no, this is still like low. So we'll be upgrading the spine to UHV? 262. Yeah, it'll have a small amount of throughput. 549 billion EU a tick of throughput. So that would actually kind of drain our power to fill up, like, everything. And we'll need, like, 100 of each. We don't even have enough... We're not even holding enough liquids to start it. I have to make this a bit larger. Wherever we're holding this. At this point, I just suspect it's just a normal tank. Available missing. God. And that's just for like 100 of them. Surely can create a little singularity at this point as a treat. We can make a drive that's pretty much a singularity. It holds a small amount. Pretty sure we've done it already, too. Oh. Not yet. But as a meme, I could. As a meme, I might. We get a reward? Yeah. Is craft so dramatic? That's like half of the crafts at this point. Let's be real. Alright, I don't need this infinite O2 anymore, so... How bad can it be, right? Missing Eternal Singularity, Ultra High Voltage Chest, Oganescen, and Xenozine. And everything else is whatever. UEV circuits. I mean, it's doable, but our Xenozine production right now is rock bottom. So I'm pretty sure Radox is eating it all up. And I hope these... Yeah, we have 2 of these on constantly. Yeah, I might just turn these off again. Like, this is guzzling everything. Yeah, like these 2 back ones are just guzzling. Because it's... Like, what is this? UHV? The executive decision to just turn off those at least. Like our Radox right now is okay, but... Yeah, we'll just slow it down a notch. Have any EV circuits? It's so Jover. Come on. Start going up a bit more. Joe. Actually, no, it's probably going into the input hatch. Or output. Really, there's a better way for Radox soon? Maybe? It would be through the Quantum Force Transformer. Osmium, carbon, nitrogen, hydrogen. You'd get heavy Radox, molten polymer, xenozine, and molten Kevlar. So yeah, it's UIV though, and it takes 20 seconds. And it uses ultimate plasticizer catalyst. Like, we could eventually make it. We could just make it. We'd have to do this craft, the Eternal Singularity. Which, I mean, I could add it, see if we can even make that Singularity, because we don't have a recipe for it. And we don't have Molten Space-Time, so we can't do that other recipe. How's this set up here? Oh, just import buses. But yeah, I don't know where the Quantum Transformer is at on the list. Like here. Ah, there it is. Yeah, it's a small craft, to say the least. Christ. It's unlocked in UEV after bio mainframes have been crafted. So, like, we could. Molten Quantum. Oh. Yeah, that. Easy? Easy. Alloy Blast Smelter, UEV. Easy stuff. UEV. Yep, got that. Yeah, our computer should be done in like a split second. Yep. And give me that. Cables. Need to make some. Okay. And funny interface. Imports. You say that as you craft an LV circuit. Oh man, the days where we used to be in those low tiers. Power, Steam, just LV. I remember me blowing up our solar generators because somebody unplugged the water, the infinite water cable that we had going to it. And I connected it back, and it instantly made steam and blew up. my face. And it killed me too. I think that was my first death too. Me just blowing up a mistake that somebody did. None of these make the eternal singularity. One does, but there's no pattern. Why? I guess it was removed, right? But all these did, didn't they? Yeah, what was the sign here? It needs to be reworked. Does it? I guess I could clear all these recipes and just rework them. It's probably like old update or whatever, and I'll just rework it. Wait for a second item thingy? No, because this isn't the dire auto crafting table. Right, we don't have molten space time. I have an intent soon to implode it. Yeah. I guess we'll just start with like Photic. Yeah, this just makes the infinity ingot, which in itself we should probably have a few more of those, just like its own row, so it makes it quick. Like chromium compressor. Sure. Eternal singularity. That. Already have one in there. Nitronic. And Kodak. Not ready for the cheap Eternal? Yeah, because we can't... Like, it is cheap technically, but it's UMV power, and it's molten space-time, which is made in a DTPF, which needs all these things, which you can get the first one pretty easily. Molten Infinity. Energized Tesseract, and it needs to be made in this. Maybe we need to craft each item and place them manually with that one instead of the ghost. Maybe. We'll see. We'll test them. It should just work normally. It's the most important one, spaghettic singularity. What do we still need? That one, cryptic. I don't know why they had to be reworked. Maybe it was just too slow. That or like all the other ones aren't there. They should be, right? Yeah, it's just neutronium compressor. We even have a neutronium compressor? No. Because this was... No, they're all here, it's just... odd. Look at doesn't know that it can make it. That's why. Oh boy, yeah, that took a little bit. Block of olivine, tricalcium phosphate. What does this want? Tricalcium. Can't make the nitronic because it doesn't have the copper singularity. Oh, this is annoying. Give me the GregTech one. I assume these are all the ones that, yeah. Okay, this would go here. One copper block to one singularity. Yeah, that's pretty... I think so? No. Or is that 3,000? I don't even... Hold on, what's the quest book say about these? I saw the number. Hmm. Yeah, sure. Give me a copper block. Why do we have so many... Oh wait, we make it this. Yeah, I guess we do make it like that. Christ, it is... Alright, so that is, you know, a funny 3,000 whatever. 3648. So let me make this 7. No. 3647. I need to put this one in just to clear this up. Oh, that is slow. Wait, really is just kind of that slow. As long as it makes it. Put a compressed chest as a buffer and then conveyor into the compressor. Yeah, or just storage bus it. Right, it would dump everything into the subsystem. And then just storage bus everything into this. Which arguably could work a bit better than having a... I mean, maybe the conveyor would work. just as good. If we had the drive, it could hold more. This is rough. And if you have more than one concurrent recipe, I just have to put blocking mode on. But there's something in the AE system. I just block it. Block the recipe from going in. Right? That wouldn't... should work. Hopefully it wouldn't try to shove in 2 recipes at the same time. That'd be kind of catastrophic. What is it, resource generation at this stage? Bees and miners. Like, bees for the basic stuff, and void miners for stuff like endgame, which is like the last ore you need to go find. Pretty much. We have Dob bees, right? You'll be... or the D-O-E? Now you get Nakoda dust from it. I can at least do this. Where's the centrifuge? Yeah. We have Dob queens that give us the Dob comb that we then centrifuge for literally all the basic resources. You know, redstone, energetic alloy somehow, carbon, all that fun stuff. Then we just have the void miner. Some miners on other planets, yep. For specific stuff. Or a server. Come on, server, I believe in you. Killing it. Okay, it might be time to restart the server. It's been 10 hours for it being up. There you go. It's catching up now. Yeah, that made that. And then... everything on blocking mode, it seems. Yeah, I might just have to subnet this, don't I? It'd be pretty easy. Pretty sure this is why we... much there. Alright, so chests. Chest. The only... okay, so it imports it, at least. Yeah, front. Okay. This way. Don't know how good this system is gonna work, but let's see. Interface. Alright, try it with the first one. We do need all these. Okay. Grabbed it. But that would have gone anywhere anyway. Yeah, these copper ones recycled. Grab all these patterns, break that. Make this. Yeah, this would be connected to this. This would then storage bus this, hopefully. Locking mode. And we just need a storage drive. And we can do this for power. Wait, I want another copper singularity. Make that really quick. Yeah, 5,500 of 16 copper cable. Don't know. For Otter. Not storage busing it, is it? I'm gonna use export cables. That wouldn't work. Doesn't need to add to the filter. Priority over the drive. True. Although that would only if... yeah. Like 1,000. But this wouldn't store it there, right? No, not even if I take it out and put it back in. I guess the... it's a compressed chest. I mean, I could just make, like, all of these just for one. Like, it takes power anyway. Oh yeah, just an interface and put a storage bus. Take all this out. Yeah, because it shoves in everything once it has the proper amount of blocks. Cancel that. Pick this. In that sense, I could move this back one, but yeah, we have to recycle all of these too, aren't we? I'll probably just export it. Next, start. God, it's still slow. I mean, it's slightly better. It might be because of the blocking mode too. Yeah, the chest method. Yo, tell, hello, gaming. Little bit, little bit. Yeah, might have to do the chest. Yeah, it won't be too bad, hopefully. Yeah, we're doing a little debating here. What we're working on today. I just kind of chose this. We instead of like fix their recipes here, needs to be reworked. I'm just reworking this kind of. Tempted to just make one of these per singularity, but that'd be overkill. We need to figure out a better way to shove in blocks. Yeah, because we're gonna need these eternal singularities for... We can make this, right? Never mind. Yeah, but we'll need it for stuff like the quantum force transformer. Because we can almost make it? Never mind, not really. Oh no, we can. We have the optical mainframes. We can make the optical mainframes. So the quantum force transformer is pretty close, but yeah. I also started on these casting tables. We do it. Crafting 1. Cancel. Table. Yeah, looking at the DTPF, and then it's gonna take so many. Yeah, it takes a lot to get one of those. But yeah, our Tengam isn't looking too bad either. It does take... Was it? Tengam do we get? Yeah, we get 4 every 10 seconds. Alright. Yeah. Friends, send... And which Nakoda... Yeah, the worst one is like Aghanesson. Tempted to just make it, yeah, through the replicator. And some UU matter. We could do it this way, californium and calcium. You know, or you just replicate it. Pretty sure Samsa does it this way too, with a few things. Mainly Aghanesson. And then I think that's about it. Doesn't look too bad to craft either. IV tier stuff, HV. And this is like an LV recipe. You just need a elemental scan Aghanesson. Oh, how? I don't know how you'd scan it. Scanner, but what would you scan? Right? It doesn't say what you need to scan to get it. Is it just whatever? A fluid cell? I guess. Not sure. Let's try that. After we... let me get a data orb. Right. The scanner. $1,800. Okay, see you soon, chat. As you mentioned, yeah, the Larinum takes normally washed ore. Let me see. The funny thing too. Nope. I have the trifecta of logistic games: Factorio, DSP, and Satisfactory. I mean, I think that could be a logistic game, kind of. Not really, almost. Yeah, normally washed ore. Yeah, the rhenium. Oh, hey, this is a funny pyro broth thing. God. Are we actually gonna be... I guess. I use the froth if you ABS stuff. When you can't use the... Use the froth if you ABS stuff. Yeah, be whatever, the pyro froth, that pine oil, vacuum furnace, so you get rhenium and you shove it into here. Unless you mean like rhenium. Unless, oh, this way. But then you just solidify it into, you know, an ingot. And then you just crush it again. molybdenum's the cheaper way. Yeah, molybdenum, scheelite makes half. Or molybdenum and molybdenite. Yeah, I mean, it should stack up relatively quick. Hopefully. If anything, we just send out more space mining drones. Just for molybdenum. And we can honestly just take tungstate, process it into scheelite. Or whatever scheelite makes. Maybe not. Yeah, let's check. This is the fluid. Yeah, I reckon we have a small amount. You know, shove it into an ore washer when we crush it. So yeah, this molybdenite is gonna take a bit more juice to do stuff with. More sulfuric and more carbon, which, whatever. We get this fun uranium, and we just nugget. Yeah, honestly, because we're not looking for the byproducts, we can just stick it into a normal macerator. The steam grinder. The multi-block ore processing factory. We do, it's just... It does all of the steps at once, right? So it's not like, you know, we can, oh, you know, halfway through just stop it, right? I think it works that way at least. Conveyor. Yeah, sure. I think I can... "32 stacks a second? 512 stacks a second?" Right, it'll be overkill. Or... Alright, overkill? I mean, for this, probably not. Is it? Yeah, I think it's connected, right? Next. Craft blocks fast enough to use that speed? The thing is, it inputs all the blocks at once for the recipe. It's not like it trickles it in. The only problem is I want this to shove it in right away. Okay. A lot better than the ME interface, but still not as fast. Okay, not bad. Alright, nice. Compressor have a limited in-out? I don't know. That's the problem. I don't really know. Like we're doing the conveyor, right, that can do 32 stacks every 1/20th second. And it's pulling it into the pipe. The pipe does 500 item pipe. Pipe does 512 stacks a second. Yeah, so it's just... yeah, tragic. But hey, it works though. That's nice. Now, we need to test to see if we can do 2 recipes at once. By that, I need to know what the copper one makes. This makes the nitronic singularity. I'm pretty sure all of these combine into the nitronic one. Huh. Thought we organized this in a way. Okay. It's kind of not organized the way I thought it would be. Right. Hmm. Alright, well, let's try to set this up real quick then. Oh, because of that, we need UEV. 4 more of these. 34, 4 of them. Small amount. It's for the singularities, it's worth. Hey, how's that a robot arm? Perfect. Grab this in the meanwhile. What that makes. Right, and whatever thing this... whatever is in one of these... yeah. Assembly lines should finally make that robot arm we requested like ages ago. It should be one of them. Probably see which one once it updates the recipes. Yeah, this one. Kind of music a bit. Bam. We're getting there. I think we have the sensor as well. Thought we started it. Never mind, you have it. Alright, all the UEV components we can make less. I just gotta make the DTPF. You know, how hard can that be? Alright, how do we rename it? Rest. Yes. That, and we just do this. And we wait for these funny things, which it already... Oh, I already made a few of them. Sure, that's on blocking. Hopefully it works. Alright. Let's make a nitronic singularity. Sorry. 2,000 iron blocks, few tin. We need to step up the compressor, huh? Making the iron singularity. Lapis lazuli. Block of iron. There's no way it's already, like, it's in the pipe. It's not in the chest, so I did just shove everything into the pipe, and it's just... You know, as long as it crafts without a single problem, I'll be happy. I think the last 4 parts for this are in this one. Okay. I like how it's scheduled and it's just not making the block. Stuff is scheduled, that's not good. Yeah, it took me almost 20 minutes to make one last night. Yeah, so at least that's good, but why is stuff scheduled and it's not making? I need to figure this out. $73.90. Is stocking input bus, or is it just Weird. Hmm. Yeah, the power probably got cut off as it was making it. But yeah, I'm glad that this setup at least works now. You know, these blocks could probably... Yeah, I might make the recipe bits larger. Hmm. I think it was this one. These are all one. How far from the crafting buffers? You know, since these are single block machines, we've never really used them. We've never even made a recipe for them. What? Ooh, cancel. You made a very good point. Something we haven't done at all that we probably should be, at least for single machines like this. Circuit was it? 20. Alright, quick test. Okay, yeah, it's a lot better, isn't it? Holy hell. And why isn't this one going? Recipe wrong? Sheena's off? It just made all the... Maybe. Probably is off. Yeah, because I ripped it out, I need to cancel it and then do it again. God bless. Yeah, 1 tick remaining. Alright. Stocking, no, yes. Crafting buses are now a must-have for single blocks. Yeah, I'll have to put that up in Discord to do. Let's see, double check everything. Fine, silver. Yeah, silver singularity. I think it's fine. Is machine controls tell suggested? Oh, for the power? I'll have to do that and just not have safe mode on. Done. Okay. Eternal Singularity. Next. Solarium. That's the one we don't have. Put it in there. Yeah, blocks of olivine, and why doesn't one try calcium? I guess for the singularity, but block of tricalcium phosphate. Oh boy. I mean, I can like autoclave this. It's so Jover. Ever seen a crafting plan like that? Yep, it is part of the pack now. It is great. So like, I want to see what it takes to make an Eternal Singularity. I go to the crafting table, click on the top, and it just shows the entire tree of the stuff it takes to make it. Sometimes it gets pretty long for reasons. But let's say I wanted to see how to make a optical circuit, a mainframe. You know, a bit more readable. Oh, it needs all of this fun stuff, 3 pumps, and it, you know, it breaks down everything. And it even tells you where it's being made, PPAS, circuit 9, in this interface. Like, an Exxon plant, extruder. Yeah, as long as you name your interfaces, you know, you can probably tell where stuff is. Ooh, funnier yet. If you use a normal crafting table, like a hardwired one, if you don't have everything to make, say, like an Eternal Singularity like we have right now, I can just ignore that and just make it. It'll just start the craft. You know, it'll make what it can, and it'll just stop when it can't make it. Like, that's a good feature, too, I think. I don't know if that was in the game earlier or not, but you can definitely do it like that. Like, it'll just ignore if you're missing stuff. It just won't care. On top of compressed cobblestone. So we have quadruple, right? It's a tiny ladder. You need a measly 6.5 million cobblestone. Then gets assembled into that, and that, and that. Well, it doesn't even get assembled, it gets blown up after the first part. Yeah, do round robin crafting for the singularities, so you can have all the recipes going to... I don't know how it works with shoving in a block that isn't supposed to be there yet. And I kind of don't want to deal with it. You know? And I hate that we're getting tricalcium phosphate. We really need to get this. Oh, and the only way to get it is to take it out of the ore processing plant. Why can't you... Hold on. There has to be a better way to make this stupid block. There is not. Joke. I guess we could just say to not process it and just smelt it. I'm honestly gonna do that. Not dealing with sifting it. For now, at least. But only accept what is already started for the singularity. Yeah, so that's what I don't know if it does. I'm kind of tedious to test it. Yeah, let me figure out where our funny tricalcium is. Rest. I know we're getting it. We're getting the dust, which getting processed or whatever. I should just press T and see if it's in a filter somewhere. I missed it. I probably did. I'd assume it would highlight it. Did I miss it? Internal singularities do you need? Or you can use space-time to do it. Until we get to the... Oh god, this is max power. So we need the Energized Tesseract. Which we need the Raw Tesseract, which is UIV. Which is the DTPF to make that. Which is honestly pretty cheap stuff. But, yeah. Excited. Dimensionally Transcendent Resplendent Catalyst, which needs this, and a Laser Engraver at UHV. Which needs a few different types of plasma, and this catalyst, which needs even more plasma, and another catalyst, which needs even more plasma. Oh, man. And the light blue line. Yeah, there is an entirely new line, isn't there? So yeah, I'm gonna do this and the bypass. We should see some of it pop up. We get more that way? Yeah. Sift, 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 incline. Hmm. I'm assuming this is just like residual stuff. Yeah, let me double check. It's fine. Or the blue line? Hmm. close that. That. Now we want everything here. Damn. Well, there's that. Okay, it's in the sifter now. Doing that. It's not. It shouldn't be voiding it anymore. I don't need a bottom one. Oh yeah, we're gonna need some of these gems. So let me find out. I think opal was one of them. Yeah, funny opal for the Stargate crystal dust. We only need one of them, so it's whatever. Ruby. What else was it? Jasper. A lot of these are red. Yeah. Just, you know, we can't slap too many drives in one place or else it'll corrupt the world. Remember that much. Although I don't know how much 4 megabytes is in these. Right, because if it's 4 megabytes in one chunk, it corrupts the world. So kind of lucky that it's split, but still. And I forgot how much Samsa said was required for 4 megabytes in drives. The same, we only need 21 tier 7 miners. No, we only need 1 tier 10 miner. There you go. Yeah, we got more now. Oh, I need olivine too. I guess we can just implode it. Oh yeah, Diddy, if you can hear, I've discovered the joys of crafting input buses. In case you aren't an enjoyer as well. Also, we have an infinite compressor, right? That defeats the purpose of some of those places, but you don't run your space elevator 100% of the time because you're afraid of filling your drives. Just make a subnet, like we did, and just shove everything there. We did. And hey, there you go. Okay. Start. Well, it thought a bit for that one. Alright, so the true test is now to see if it doesn't block everything. Doesn't break anything in this system we made. Not the best system, not gonna lie. The Scenarium Singularity recipe is wrong. Is it? Where is it? Oh no, this is a setup. It works fine. Yeah, see? Makes it incredibly quick. Yeah, blocks of coal. Solarium? Oh, solarium. I think I made it fine. It's ashes. IO ash. Not one. Oh yeah, you're right. That. $4.56. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so I should probably... how does canceling this work? Would it break this if I cancel it? Because, like, I have a feeling that all of the items are... Oh yeah, I need to go change something. Hold on. It's this building. Self. Yeah, I broke a few of them. Yeah, where is this making it? It's making it also here. Okay. Funny, but no. I need to remove that. Crafting input. All the blocks. Circuit 20. 20 cable. What does this make? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go around just doing this to each one of these. These are so good. I hate that we didn't use them earlier. Yeah, my new friend, the crafting input bus. Yeah, input bus no longer my friend. Make 10 of these. I'm glad we still have the recipe for this. Alright, only need one. Just making stuff? Oh, bad. $20. $20. Yep, 20. And now I just need to double check all these machines are on. Kind of rip out. Alright, cancel. Ashes. Okay, we need a good way to make ashes. Could do it this way. This is hot spring water. Dark ashes. How many dark ashes do we have? Okay, another way. Oh. Ashcomb? I mean, it's not like we have an ash bee. I think we're avoiding it. The Bernard wood from the coke ovens. Probably fixed that. Yeah, like... Oh yeah, I turned off these two as well. Raw Radox, output bus B. Oh, we're centrifuging it immediately? Is the Mega Apiary still in... Probably Overworld. Hope that's the only one. Slowly going up. We need a temporary way to get more. Got a bit more. Oh, pollution. If we had that on, we could get free ash from it. Hello, gaming. Slowly making some stuff. Figure out a better way to get ash. Like, we could just do this, right, and just void all the carbon monoxide. That'd be a waste. Yeah, coke oven, I guess. How's our Xenozine? Built up a little bit. Yeah, maybe there's a better way to get Solarium. Not really, huh? 100 ashes fog. Actually. Hold on. Damn. I thought we could make the other ash, like, maybe a bit better. I mean, we could just... no. Neutralize some Solarium for ash and then just loop it. But that would work. Wait, how about dark ash, right? How do you get this? Your Honor, game a bit. Let's see, I have like basalt dust. Okay, okay. Really only care about the dark ashes. And with these dark ashes, we centrifuge it more. I have a centrifuge, do we? But I could just take this, one of these here. 20 UHV? Perfect. One of these. Right, this should be making dark ashes. Yeah, and that should be getting centrifuged into ash. Okay, I think we solved it. Problem solved. I put 20 mil. Yes, it's a stocking input bus. It pulls it directly from the ME system. Yep, ash is solved. Perfect. I have to check out this one craft. Seems to be stuck. Right here. It never made it. Ash just gets voided after first 4 million. It should be fine. I don't think we'll need that much. Yeah, ashes are dark ashes. I'll go check it out. Hold on. I'm gonna cancel this. Do it again. It could be because of this. I had to turn off substitution. Alright. But I think we're storing. Are we? I think it's here. Ash. This. God bless that feature. Now we have Super Chest 1. Has 4 million. Empties out a bit better. Get a wart. Alright, that'll do its thing. That, this. Guess I can just make this. Right, 'cause I don't think we have this schematic. Nope. How bad can it be? 60, 20 million. Not too bad, I guess. There. Alright, we'll let that run. That's gonna take its sweet time. Can at least do this. UEV. Yeah, we can craft that. How's our void looking? Yeah, that's fine. The schematics. Alright. As for this, we need to probably change the recipe. Substitutions, yes. Yeah, I don't want that. No substitutions. We saw this in the Discord the other day. Someone said that one max quantum computer did the IF Harmony research in like 8 hours, and someone did it in 10 seconds with 40 back-size quantum computers going into the research station. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to just copy this entire setup, right? And just have like 6 computers right here. Because these components inside are pretty easy to make, and then you just copy all the numbers. So yeah, it might be worth at least having 6 computers. Maybe 10. You don't have a tower of them. Hold. Why is it in... I put it in the wrong place, didn't I? Oh no. Christ. to get all of these into the system. A slight mistake. You have to do multiple quantum computers into a network switch, and then you can use that as the hub that links. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's super easy then. Yeah, I was just saying to have like 6 computers, which should be easy peasy. Where did it even go? Have it. Alright, please work. Get blue lens and put it through. It's a lot better than putting it back into the system. What lens are we using here that's blue? Opal? Blue topaz. That's what. Ay, yay. Alright, where's a lathe? Actually, great that this one thing is still here. It's not the lathe, is it? I am terribly lazy and I don't want to make this dumb thing. Hold on. I'll just rip it out of one of the other ones. Hey, Topaz Gaming. Alright, that works. Oh man, okay, so it's the blue topaz. I'm gonna put this in. Alright, what is this failing at? Mask is steel. Mixer out. Turned off. is your problem. If there's a molybdenum, then... Yes, this needs to be... Circuit 9. All this out. Alright, what else failed? Meteoric iron. Cancel that. Alright, mixer. 9. No shot. We don't have a mixer for circuit 9. Oh, the misery. Neither for 18. Oh, why do we shove that recipe in there then? Okay. Absolute tragedy. Yeah. Gonna build a new mixer? Time to build an infinite throughput mixer. Stuff like this. That way, if we need another circuit, we just shove in a bunch of drives. But I'm kind of too lazy for that, aren't I? These are all just mixers. Is this one taken? Seem like it. Ah, neutronium. I mean, does neutronium need its own mixer? That is it. ZPM 11.25. Has to be circuit 1. Oh well, okay, let me just copy paste this. And I'll be fair and I'll delete the items that we need for it. Copy it and I'll paste it. Over here. That's my neutronium. Yeah, it should be fine. Alright, so now I need to go up here. Some science real quick. That there. underestimated the amount of inventory space we needed for this. Chose the wrong one. Just pick it up and there's just a chest full of whatever ore, and I don't even know what. What even is this? Just makes copper and sulfur and iron. I'm leaving that chest there. I need this. Does it save it there? It does. Just get a new page. Alright. One of these. One of these. Funny drive. Fuzzy card. These. 6 of these cables. Might as well keep it there. Well, I did delete a few anchors. Not really delete, but... yeah. Hey, we have 2, luckily. 4. Oh, that's where it went. Yeah, like, some of the stuff is like, man, this has been here for ages. Like, we could probably go look around the old base and like, I left this chest here, you know, 3 months ago, and it's still there. Alright, have this, have that, have that. Fuzzy card done, yep, covered cable. Fiber, export, all the way to the muffler. Cable we have, this, that. I think it made this already, yep. Move that. Made 4 of these already. And we're just waiting on the maintenance hatches. May as well delete all this stuff too. Airplane Wi-Fi surprisingly isn't terrible. Yeah, I think it's gotten better over the years, hasn't it? Surprised you can watch a Twitch stream with it. Let alone anything live. Hey, there it is. Alright, I'm gonna request like... no, we'll need them. So, now have another mixer made. To shove this somewhere. Yeah, this will be for Damascus. Now, I don't know which one is better to do. Probably the 18 one, not gonna lie. Bam. Sir. 18. knife out. How are these named? Okay, mixer. You're the first one to log on to the network, so you bet you're pulling all the bandwidth. You think it's like that? Like if you're, you know, if first, it just gives you pretty much most of it? Maybe. I mean, you also have to pay for it. So I don't think a lot of people are gonna bother paying for it. Unless it's free. If it's free, that's impressive. Like heresy at this point. How many amps is this? 64? Catch it. Not on Delta flights anymore. It's all free Wi-Fi. Man. Delta giving out free Wi-Fi. That's pretty good. Are those 3x3 things with wires in between them? All of these things, they're like... It's just a power relay, pretty much. That's all it is. Just moves power around. Yep, whole thing. Little transformer. Access from the bottom. And yeah, it's just routing power, you could say, through 65k IV hatches. So 65,000 amps of IV are going through all of these, and then we just transform into like whatever power we need. Right. Damascus. I need to change all the circuits here. God, switching out every laser hatch in this room is going to be awful. Yeah. 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 Basically, big version of one block transformer. Yes, and you can transform into whatever power you want based on what you put up top or on the sides. Like, realistically, we could have, like, you know, 9 different dynamo hatches all outputting a different power to each of the faces. Pretty neat. Did it already make all the Damascus steel? I think it did. Right, Eternal. Next. Oh yeah, this kind of broke, didn't it? Alright, need to figure this one out. So it's not even pushing it in. Buildings are all yours? No. I did not build all of these buildings. Oh, what a sight. I built a few of them. I say building, but... Like, I built this space elevator. I built part of the basement of the hub. I built all of the tunnels below. What else? I built these cylinders that go into the ground. And I kind of stopped making buildings around stuff. I just kind of started doing stuff in the open air. The design will come later, maybe. Hopefully. We'll see. Yeah, put all the Mixer 18 recipes in there. Hold on, I need to see this real quick. Why isn't it making? Yeah, me, you, and Teller are only consistent ones. No buildings will be built. Yeah. I mean, eventually we might be like, wait, maybe build something. But yeah, I had to pull that one in now. I think. Did I already craft it? Okay, it's probably cooling. Or it's probably not cooling. That's why. Hey, vacuum freezer. Let's see. That's a distillation tower. That's doing that. Hmm. We're waiting 3 days for the EOH to craft. Maybe then. Maybe. You know, we'll have a little downtime. Hmm. They're from a week ago? I still don't know where the meteoric iron went, and I hate it. Oh, maybe it's in there. Yeah, it should highlight it. Yeah, it should be in here, which I hope it shoved in everything. Yeah, like it eats it. Where's the output bus on this? That is not what I wanted to do. Yeah, it doesn't make the hot ingot. It's like it should just throw it out. The input. makes a hot ingot? No, it doesn't make a hot ingot, but then that doesn't make sense as to why it's not... Like, it instantly makes it. And then it should spit it out. And it just doesn't. I have a phone call real quick, chat. Gaming. Being automatically pulled to the singularity? It shouldn't, because I canceled that craft. Oof, gone. Hmm. Like, it doesn't even show up in the system when you look through here. Meteoric steel. Surely not. Okay, I might be making a different one. No? Yeah, it made this one. It made the meteoric steel ingot, which is pretty much useless. Tragedy. I could just go this way, honestly. Shove it into the ABS instead. Yeah. I don't want to mess around with making another EBF just for this. We can just use the ABS, make the molten, and then solidify it. Problem is, I'll make it better. I was working on the solidifier station, at least. Hello, hello, gaming. Slightly despairing about this. But it is what it is. When you get into mod packs like this, are there entry-level ones? You could say this is an entry-level, and then you just stop once you get to the moon. Like, you don't have to go this far. more of a choice at that point. Yeah. Or phone call. Back again. Back isn't that hard, but you have restarted it 5 times. Yeah, and I don't think we're planning on restarting anytime soon. Hey, funny ingot solidifier. I hope that means circuit 1. So being your last time? Yeah. Hopefully. Unless we beat the pack, and then, like, 5 years later, we'll come back to it. Oh, man. I can't imagine how much this pack would change in even, like, a year or 2. I should probably make this create the exact amount of ingots. Oh, made it. By the time I got here, it made it. Hey, neat. Funny singularity that looks very weird with shaders. We have millions of myrtle, yeah, and I guess we're fine. What other applications does this have? Nothing. I mean, I guess if you wanted to make the rounds, for whatever reason. Even. Whatever, he'll just stay there. Alright, so for that entire Eternal Catalyst, I wanted to make... Oh yeah, this Singularity Cell. Oh yeah, the missing Oganesson. That too. Make this at least. Yes. No circuit. Oh god, Oganesson. Oh, you reminded me. Home pal. So, I don't know how we're gonna make Oganesson. But I remember Samsa was making it through the replicator. And it doesn't take... I mean, it takes a few seconds, but... You know, it's just UU matter, and you make a single ingot out of it. Like, we could do molten calcium and californium and, like, DPM, probably better off, but... I know, we're scanning this thing and it takes ages. It's not that bad for fusion now? Probably not. Like, if we do the math on how quick this is... Like... We could just use the replicator for... Naquita... Probably just use it for that, honestly. Yeah. The elemental duplicator. It's 14 million EU for one ingot. Compared to... yeah. They're kind of comparable, but you don't need to get californium. There's more fusion. Like, we will need this. Yeah, for the DTPF. It'd just be its own separate passive thing, so... At least we want to use californium for it. It's feeding it UU. Berries cut down on power. You know what? Speed 100%. Usage that. Parallel 8 times. You can do parallel even. Or circuit 1 through 16 in your data orb repository, depending on what data orb you want to prioritize. Yeah, it just doubles in speed. The app that Waffle uses to blueprint all the resources needed for stuff. Symbols and arrows to materials. Oh, that little thing in Nomi Factory. That was ages ago. I don't know if he used it for this. But... Realistically speaking, this has the same thing. You look at this and you just click the top right on your AE system. It'll tell you, like, Assuming you have all the recipes, but yeah. This kind of requires you to have all the recipes already there. Actually, yeah, kind of. It'll tell you, oh, you can't make this because you're missing these raw chips, because you're missing that. You're missing Oganesson. And for like simple stuff, I guess, you know, a lot better. But I don't know what Waffle was using. This is Nomi Factory. This is, I think, only modded to GTNH. The tree. Oh, server's restarting in 30 seconds. Oh. Yeah, Nomi Factory is like the tutorial for this pack, I'd say. In a way. And then, yeah. Little book nerd Tim, thank you for the prime. Gamer. Server dying. There you go. Welcome. Yep. You could try to, like, rip... Well, no, because Nomi Factory's on a higher version. Because GregTech's GTNH is on 1.7.10. The Nomi Factory's on 1.12. So... Yeah, it was... I think it's the tablet that they give you. You needed, like, paper. Like, a stack of paper to do that. And it was in the App Store. You can buy that. Yeah, and you, like, upgraded certain parts of the tablet. Yeah, chat. It is 4:24. See, when the server restarts, we'll try to finish a few more things, and then whenever I have dinner, I'll probably call it there. It has been almost 3 hours. Yeah, even using Excel, but brain hurt. Yeah, that's... Yeah, that is kind of rough. I don't know, like, Nomi Factory is great and all with the multi-blocks that they have, and just, like, the general progression, but GTNH has a lot more quality of life things you get into AE2. Like that tree that you just saw, it just tells you what you need. Or like you can figure out, oh, what interface is this on? Oh, I need to do this and that. But the real treat is the stocking input bus, or the crafting input buses. They are amazing, because you don't need to do like an interface on an input bus, you can just connect it directly to ME, and then if you have all the stuff, it just immediately, like, no delay, turns the machine on and uses all the recipes. Somewhere over Montana, this is going to be a long travel day. Oh, man. The flyover states. I love how they modified modifications. Yeah, and they backported a bunch of stuff. Like the Ender conduits, like the item conduits, backported, I'm pretty sure. Like they don't exist in 1.7. What else did they backport? That's like the big thing I know they backported. Yeah, Twitch works on airplane Wi-Fi. Yeah, Fluid AE, like so much. And then they just added on top of it too. Like in Nomi Factory, the biggest CPU you can make is the... whatever the blue one is, I don't even know. Let's wait for the server to cook a bit. Like what, 4K, 16K? This one you can make a 16 million computer, like, or million byte computer. Oh boy, the disk is getting full. I should probably delete some backups. Hours ago. Right. A bit better. Did 14 gigabytes of backups. Literally 2 files. And the Java. Oh yeah, getting this version of Minecraft to run on Java 20 and like Java 17 and above or whatever. It's just voodoo magic at that point. Immediately. Alright, back to it. Can't make that. I guess we're planning on making this funny elemental duplicator. Need to scan this IV thing. Which I need to just make it here. Oh, we need the middle part. Overproduce a few steel ingots. Wait, can't we... Could. You know, I'm gonna make a few crafting input buses. Because we just need them. I already can see how to upgrade literally everything. Like all of those mega EBS, just tear down all of those subsystems and just put a crafting input bus. I mean, for stuff like this, like the infinite throughput, yeah, we'll need it, but everything else is just... You know, hold on. Crafting... with... Oh. Do the item one. Yeah, any of them that use items, we're good. Yes, you're pulling the entire plane's Wi-Fi to watch the stream. They're gonna check, it's like, oh yeah, let's see what they, you know, what they watched, or what used the most amount of stuff, and there's just Twitch. One person, Twitch, fit like however many gigabytes. I don't know the quality you're watching at, yeah. The recipe needs fluid, yeah, so like every EBF recipe, it doesn't, well, can we have fluids on the side, right? Or the mega EBF? Because the fluids are there, but they're not in the crafting input bus, they're like in another input bus. Can't do side fluids? Tragic. Well, actually, for the Circuit 1, we can do it for the Circuit 1 craft, so like meteoric iron. Right. If I EBF it, it's Circuit 1 with no fluid. Right, and then a EBF, all the Circuit 1s are just fluidless. So it would only work for that one, but I guess, well... Most of our stuff is fluidless. I'm not gonna look at the marshmallow thing. I don't count that. Yeah, like stuff like this we don't really do at all. Nether brick and oxygen gas, not doing that stuff. I think we can at least switch that out. This is just a meme. Work if you have quintuple whatever with all the fluids. No, because that's like a separate input bus, and it wouldn't count it in a way. Like we don't have the fluids in the recipe, but it would. I don't know. I'll just trust that you can't do it from the side input buses with the fluids. Alright, that should have made by now. 675 seconds. Very cool. You need Mega EBS or specifically for both types of neutronium? Yeah, like neutronium, hot one. Oh, never mind. God, it's so funny how we have so many hot ingots there. Alright, what else do we need for this? Matter generation coil, 24 of them. Good on that. This, that. Bam, bam. I guess we can just make this the UU matter generation. I actually just have one that just constantly feeds into this. $916. We had to do it like every... Be too bad. Yeah, we have that. Don't have this. We need to scan a research chamber. And it's only shaped crafting. Very cool. I have to go to the overworld for this one. What, need more UU matter? Yeah, I was thinking of just making an entirely different setup that just feeds into it. One seems pretty free. I need like 24 of them. 25. How's UU matter? Not bad, not bad. Pretty sure it stopped. I think we're just storing it. Are we storing it in the tank or just a... You know, I could just... P. Nothing. Alright. So it's in a normal tank. It's that much is known. Hey, there is our buddy. Not even full. Nonetheless, we probably want a better quantum tank. Yeah, we should probably figure out how to generate more. Or even do that. We're not even full. Alright, this lovely setup needs slight improvement. It does not use... You can't use 4 amp and like the higher amp hatches. Somewhere you matter going forward, especially if you want to duplicate, yeah. Because like one matter fabricator is keeping up with one of these, so we could probably have like 4 of these doing their thing. Although I think they have to be separate. The problem is I didn't really leave room to expand, did I? And I guess we can go back further. That kind of stops there. Because this is keeping up with this, and this is just keeping up with that. Yeah. And then I think like Samsa doesn't even use the amplifier. And it says screw it and just goes straight UU matter. This pri... Dysprosium. I'm trying to see where that... Dysprosium, whatever. Like, we're making this superconductor wire. It's like the blocks itself. I don't know. Yeah, rare earth. I'm sure we'll get to it eventually. If we do need it, we'll probably just make a big setup for it. Yeah, let me see how this fares with UHD energy for now. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's faster, yeah, but... Yeah, I'll have to redo this setup. Honestly, I might just tear it all down and just make 3 lines for this stuff. I really like my lines, don't I? Straight up lines. You have enough things to scrap? What is it scrapping, even? Iron ore and coal, yeah. It's not even keeping up. Because more coal just comes in. Probably scrapping tripwire hooks. Yeah, 602, yeah, 6.3. It's going up. 6.5. Six. Seven, 1. Yeah, it's going up. At least for now, right? So yeah, these multi-blocks are kind of annoying to deal with. Can't really 2x2 them as well. I mean, I could just do the funny and stick more UHV hatches around it, but it'd be dumb. Yeah, either way, I think I will go over here real quick. And actually paste down the solidifier setup. Because this completely finished. I might put it back. Kind of think it made too much. And that start. Don't need to make. Ah, cancel that. Yeah, I shouldn't need much more. Yeah, I mean, well, this is crafting. I'm probably gonna show off Diddy's setup real quick for you. Yeah, the cosmically large neutronium activator. A neutron activator. Yeah, we have 3 rings, a few of these. We do have this. Yeah, atomic separation catalyst. And it probably just gets cold here. You can just see everything here that's running. Yeah, like it's an entirely closed system here. These aren't running, aren't connected really. Yeah, bless this setup. Got tanks. And then we have, you know, the sun under here. It's best not to look. And excess light. Yeah, it's the shader. It does that. It is what it is. Yeah, a little bit of vacation. Yeah, Diddy went on vacation, and then I'm gonna be going on vacation Wednesday till Tuesday. That'll be something. Hopefully the base doesn't blow up or get corrupted or something. Right. Either way, grab all this stuff. Still crafting. this. What do we make it? I can just do this, can't I? What would it be called? Amazing. So for your bookmark tab to look like this, you pretty much just find the recipe, Control Shift A, and then you just click the top here. And you can Control Shift and scroll wheel to change the amounts. It'll tell you how much. You'll love to see it. Alright, I think that's all of it. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete all of this now. Yep. And because I did that, this will justify me doing this. Alright, I think this was the middle. So. Alright, chat. I don't have much time. Alright, 13 blocks, so... I'll be there. Oh yeah, I copied that. Wanted to count it. Okay. Hey, there you go. Hmm. Yeah, chat. I think we might have to finish this tomorrow. Just a bit. I do need to leave for dinner now. As tragic as it is. Hey, we did get the bulk of it done, though. At least that much, right? And eventually this will be its own little section of the building, but kind of squeezed it in here. Like, too bad. It is at least even on the sides, so can't complain about that. Yeah, I'll probably just do a transformer here and there for this. And then this will be connected to its own little drive bay. One's going to be for rounds. Get the signs down in case somebody does do them. So, ingots. We went plates? I think we did. Yeah, plates. And yeah, this will all just be... Yeah, UHV. It will just shove 64 amps through this baby. And like all this is doing. It shouldn't pull that much. From the math that I did, I think. Pull like 40 max. Yeah, 40 max per. Oh yeah, it just needs 3 transformers and we're good. Kind of... Yeah, didn't really need those. Copied them over. As tragic as it is. Eventually this will have buildings. Anything specific? If you think you can do it, you can try to do the system that I do with this, this here. It'd just be... Because the solidifier is right here. The only problem is you'd have to get a circuit 22 that has no plate mold in it. For now, you could probably just connect the power and then start sticking in plate molds in here and like round molds, and that should be good. And yeah, if you're feeling confident, you can try to do this. Like this circuit 22, you could just do this, copy it, and then paste it over, and it should work for the solidifier. It is circuit 22. Don't forget to screwdriver these to fluid. They should be, maybe? I don't know. But yeah. It'll be like a little den here. Kind of like here. But a bit nicer looking. And it's only gonna be one, so it'd be like middle here. With item conduits behind it. Have any drives, do we? But yeah, if anything, at least just the power and the molds in the stocking input bus, you can just put it here in the middle. Yeah, so all 5 of these are ingots, all 5 of these are plates, and all 5 of these are rounds. Yeah, little labels. do it. Yeah, if you're gonna copy over this stuff, just use a conduit probe on these. Copy and paste. And then you'll have to do filters, but I guess I can... I'm kind of curious if I set this to 22 quick. Be like this, blacklist these drives because they have the 22 in them. And are you able to... Oh, you can. Okay, so you can get the filter to do this. Cat, don't you dare scratch my screen, I swear. Gremlin. But yeah, I mean, this one's pretty much set up. You know, copy the drives over. Even one for nuggets. I mean, the nuggets are just used for the rounds. So I kind of skips a step, but anything, sure. No, stop. Cat. On your bed. Up. Up. Okay. Oh, get on your bed. No. God, you're gremlin. Alright, chat. I'm gonna call it there. Tomorrow, if it's not finished or anything, I'll just finish it off. Not have to worry too much about it. At least I have those temporary systems going. And I think we can start to craft some of these things, like this duplicator. Oh, you know, give me that. Shove that in there. Yeah, like what, 138 of these in cable. But yeah, nuggets aren't really needed because they're only used to in the lathe for the rounds. Yeah, other than that, should be easy peasy. Alright, chat. Let's see. Who is despairing on GTNH today? Alright. Craft Exile 2? That is not GTNH, Your Honor. And the last two are Russians. Tech Pack? Tech New Horizons. A. Perfect. MC Term. Perfect. So yeah, chat, I'm gonna raid them. And I'm gonna spread the GTNH despair over to them. Good music. And yeah, tomorrow I do need to take my car to get checked out because I think my transmission fluid is leaking. And that's a no good when I put 60 miles on it daily. So we'll see if anything bad happens out of that, or hopefully it's cheap to fix. If not, tragic. Oh yeah, chat, take care. Have a good Monday of all days. And yeah. Vacation Wednesday, pog. Chat, take care. And I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully regular time. This guy here, that is tragic. But the VOD is still there, at least. And then eventually YouTube. Which I'm surprised anybody watches. Honestly. Even if it's like, you know, a dozen people. Like, you know. You don't get the same experience with Twitch chat. Like on Twitch you at least have the chat replay. But on YouTube it's just kind of me talking to myself. I'm going insane. But yeah, good night.